Dalton, Public Information Officer for Gaston County Office of Emergency Management. This morning we've begun search operations again on the second day. We have resources here today from the Gaston County Police Department, Lowell Police Department, Randall Police Department, Randall Fire and Rescue, Spencer Mountain Fire Department, Lowell Fire Department. We have resources from the SBI and from Charlotte Fire. And we'll begin an exhaustive search again today, which will include land search on both sides of the river. And will also include air search using drones. We'll use specially trained dogs, and we'll also be on the water with swiftwater teams from Charlotte Fire.
Talk to us about the options of the current being one of them.
The South Fork River is a treacherous river, just on a really given good day. The levels vary from place to place and can vary very quickly. There's a lot of rocks. It's extremely rocky around Spencer Mountain, and also there are a number of old dams and old hydro plants all along the river from High Shoals to south of Belmont. So a lot of different things going on. The water level is dropping, which is a good thing for us. The movement of the water is slowing down, which is a good thing for us. But we also have a number of hazards, which include wildlife. You've got fire ants. You've got poisonous snakes that are out there. Just a lot of things that are going on out there. So a lot of underbrush working on the sides. The river was well out of its bank, so you've got a lot of mud, muck to try to get through and all that. So it's a pretty big endeavor.
You mentioned the water levels have dropped. Obviously, yesterday it was still pretty rapid, meaning the current. Will this dropping water levels, presumably slower current, allow you guys to, I guess, search more efficiently, more thoroughly today?
That is our hope. Now, when you say the water level's down to 5 feet, that's sort of a mathematical equation. It doesn't really relate to the fact there's 5 foot of water. It relates to the relevant depth of the river. So, some areas are very shallow and some areas are deeper. But yes, you're right. That's a hope.
And if you know about how many people are involved in this search?
We would have somewhere probably around 60 people right now with all the resources that are here.
Will there be any divers that are involved in?
That water's not conducive to diving, both in its depth and the movement of the water and so forth.
If you can, talk to us. I know time has got to be a major factor in a search like this. How big is the play, and what are we looking at as far as consideration today, 24 hours?
Well, we're gonna start out, and we'll assess that later on this morning. We've got this broken up into search phases and geographic areas, so it depends on how well and how fast we get covered the areas that we need to cover to make sure we've covered all the ground out there. Again, a lot of debris that we've got to deal with as well.
This is a rescue mission, though, still now.
We are continually in rescue mode.
What must be going through that man's mind out there?
Our thoughts and our prayers are with him and with his family.
Which areas are you focusing the search on today?
We're focusing from above the dam all the way to Lake Wylie. We're going to search everything due to the heavy movement of the water. We will cover that area, all those areas. We've got them broken up into sections.
And you said the dogs, I guess they'll be on the banks. How will the dogs be helping you?
I'm not sure how that's handled down in operations. So they're here and they'll be deployed however is best for that operation. One thing we would ask and we would encourage people is to stay off the water. Again, the water's not conducive for any recreational boating, fishing along the water. There's going to be a lot of rescue people out there moving around and so forth. So if you can stay out of the area, stay off the waterways. Like I say, there are a lot of issues out there right now that are not normally there. So please stay away.
And who are the personnel who are searching? Is it mainly fire?
It's a little of all. Like I say, we've got resources from the police departments. We've got the SBI. We've got Charlotte Fire. We've got fire units. So we've got a lot of people involved. This is one of those rescues that it takes trained personnel to do due to all the things I've already talked about.
Real quick,
I apologize if you mentioned this already. Are there any divers that are out in the water? Or is it just on boats?
Yeah, no, it's just they're just on boats. The river's not conducive for divers. It's not that deep really at any point. So and with the swiftness of the water and so forth, it's not something you can die. It also poses a problem for sonar as well because of the depth. Trying to get it in there.
So are you attempting to use sonar?
I don't know if operations is working on that or not. I would tend to say no, due to the depth of the water.
So it's mainly just on boats.
Yeah, we'll have crews on the banks. We'll have drones in the air looking at specific targets, and then we'll have swift water boats out moving around on the water.
And you say the depth. I think because we're just talking about 5 feet. How much does that hamper operation? Because these are assets that can speed things along.
Well, and see, like I say, when the depth level says it's 5 feet, that doesn't necessarily mean it's 5 feet in all areas. I mean, you've got when the water's at its normal level, you can walk across a lot of the areas that we're out there in right now. So that can pose a problem if it gets too low with swift water boats, with props and things like that. Because like I say, it's a very rocky area, a lot of debris as well. So it varies.
How much does it change the game that those assets that you can't use those assets?
Well, we just have to use other strategies. Of those strategies, we look for the specific tactic that we can use, and we're pulling from the ones that make the most sense in this operation. There's a lot of experience that's part of this operation down here.
Good.
All right.
Thank you.